Hello class 9 students. Greeting to all of you, those who are appearing the ICSE examination in this year. So this is BK Barik. In this video, I will be teaching you the chapter that is your equation of motion. You must have studied before one-dimensional motion, and there the definitions of the different physical quantities, and you have studied the graphical representation of the different physical quantities with the time. So today I will be teaching you the equation of motions. Now, what are the equation of motions? When a body is moving linearly or with the rectilinear motion, or when the body moves in a straight path, such type of motion is known as rectilinear motion or one-dimensional motion. Now, when the body is moving in one-dimensional motion, what are the physical quantity we get? We get like initial velocity, final velocity, distance covered by the body, time taken to cover a certain distance, and acceleration. So in this chapter, we will see how these physical quantities are related to each other. Suppose a body is moving linear motion and the acceleration of the body is uniform. So now we will see how the initial velocity, final velocity, distance covered, and the acceleration and also the time are related to each other. And there are three equations of motion to bring the relationship between of all these above physical quantity I have told you. So the different physical quantities like initial velocity, the initial velocity is denoted by the symbol u. Initial velocity, that will be denoted by the symbol u. Then final velocity, final velocity is denoted by the symbol v. Then distance is denoted by the symbol s. Then acceleration is denoted by the symbol a, and time is denoted by the symbol t. Now in this chapter we see how this u, v, s, a, t all are related to each other. Now this relation will be found from the equation of motion. There are three equations of motion. What are these? The three equations of motion are: number one, v is equals to u plus at. This is the first equation of motion. Now number two equation of motion is s is equals to ut plus half at square. This is your second equation of motion. And the third equation of motion is v square is equals to u square plus 2as. So here this v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, a is the acceleration, and t is the time, whereas s is the distance covered. So now these are the three equations of motion which is giving us the relationship between all these physical quantity when a body moves in a rectilinear motion, or when the body moves in a straight path, or during the one-dimensional motion. These are the relationship. So now let us derive this equation of motion by using the graphical method. You must have known in the previous chapter, you know how to draw the graph. So from the graph we will derive these equations of motion. So let us start our derivation. Let us consider a body is moving with a initial velocity u, and in time t the body acquire a velocity of v, and the body is moving with the uniform acceleration. And during this time say the body covering a distance of s. So now, how can you show this in the form of graph? The velocity time graph of these things can be in this way. Just see, I'll draw a velocity time graph. You know that this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. In the x-axis, we will take time in second. Generally, we take time in second. Velocity is increasing in this way, time is increasing in this manner. This is your origin. So this is your u, this position. Say I am taking v. This is your, say, t. This is the time. Say this is a, b. This we can take c. This is your t. This point as d. Okay. So when the body is moving with an initial velocity u, then the velocity time graph of such motion is a straight line starting from u. This AB is the velocity time graph of such motion. Just now I am saying you, when a body is moving with an initial velocity u and it is moving with the uniform acceleration, the acceleration of the body remain constant. It's uniform acceleration. And in time t, the body is acquiring a velocity of v. Therefore, the velocity time graph is a straight line. This is, see, AB is the straight line inclining to the time axis. Now, from this graph, we will find the acceleration of the body. We will derive now the first equation of motion. The first equation of motion is what? You must have noted down. I have told you before. That is v is equals to u plus at. So now we will derive this first equation of motion. So in order to derive the first equation of motion, what we need to find? We need to find the acceleration of the body over here. So in this graph, find the acceleration of the body. Acceleration is equals to, how can you find the acceleration? This is the velocity time graph. How can you find the acceleration from the velocity time graph? The slope of the velocity time graph represents the acceleration of the body. Now that means we have to find the slope of the graph AB. So therefore write down slope of AB. That is equals to, now how can you find the slope again? See, whenever you find the slope, at that moment what you need to do? You have to make, this is the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle. If I create a right angle triangle, say this is the right angle triangle, this point, say it is your E, and this becomes the hypotenuse. We have to find, slope means tangent. Tangent means tan of theta. So this is your theta. We will find tan of theta, and tan of theta is equals to perpendicular divided by base. Which is the perpendicular? BE, and which is the base? AE. So the slope of the graph AB is the perpendicular, I mean BE divided by AE. So now write down that BE divided by AE, that is equals to, now how can you find the value of VE? VE will be found from the velocity axis. So velocity axis means here, this is your final position, this is the initial position. So that means V minus U, see the distance of B, V minus U divided by AC. This is not AC, this is AE. This is your AE, this one. So A is your T minus 0, that means T. That implies, now we can write here, acceleration means A is equals to V minus U divided by T. That implies, bring T this side, so V minus U will be that side, so A into T is equals to v minus u. That implies v is equals to, bring u again this side, so it will become u plus at, which is the first equation of motion. So this is your first equation of motion. Now let us derive the second equation of motion. This is your number 1. Now how to derive the second equation of motion? Second equation of motion, what is that? Just remember that is your S is equals to ut plus half at square. S stands for distance. So here we find the distance covered by the body. Now how can you find the distance from the velocity time graph? The area enclosed by the velocity time graph with the time axis give us the distance covered. So this is the graph, that means AB. Now the area covered means what? This is the graph, the area covered means all this area. This. That means the trapezium, the area of the trapezium OABD will be giving us the distance covered by the body. So now write down, this is your second equation. To derive the second equation, now I am deriving the second equation of motion, or to derive the second equation. So whenever we are going to derive the second equation, what we have to do? We have to find the distance covered. So the distance covered is equals to area of the graph with the time axis. That means area of trapezium which trapezium is coming? OABD. OABD. That is equals to, if you divide this area of the trapezium, it is coming like area of a rectangle. AEDO is a rectangle, and again the area of a triangle. AEB is the triangle. So in place of the trapezium, now we can write over there area of the rectangle plus area of the triangle. So now write area of rectangle. What is that rectangle now? The name of the rectangle is OAED. OAED plus area of the triangle plus area of triangle. What is the name of the triangle? AEB. AEB. So now we will find the area of the rectangle and the area of the triangle. After that we will add it. So distance covered, that is S, is equals to, now area of the rectangle. I will find the area of the rectangle. Area of the rectangle is length into breadth. So AO into AE. AO into AE plus area of the triangle. Area of the triangle means this triangle you have to see over here, this triangle. In this triangle I have to find the area, that is half into base into height. So half into base. Base is your AE into height. Height is the BE. So that is equals to AO. Now the distance of AO is U minus 0, means U into AE. AE is here T minus 0, means T, plus 1 by 2 into AE. Again AE is here T into BE. BE means this side you have to find, so that will be V minus U. V minus U. So now we are getting S is equals to U into T plus half into T into V minus U. Okay. So now I am writing over here. See this equation, the first equation of motion, just see. Here we got A is equals to V minus U by T. and A into T is equals to B minus U. So B minus U, in place of B minus U, what we can write? A into T. In place of this, from equation 1 we can write AT. So now write down, thus S is equals to UT plus half into T is there, write down T into, in place of V minus U we can write AT. So AT, that is here from equation 1. From equation 1. So that implies S is equals to UT plus half AT square. Is it the second equation? Yes, this is the second equation of motion. That is S is equals to UT plus half AT square. This give it equation number 2. So we have derived now first equation of motion and we have derived now the second equation of motion. Let's see how to derive the third equation of motion. So third equation of motion is V square is equals to U square plus 2AS. Okay, let's see now. I am erasing this. Again, to derive the third equation of motion, again we find the distance covered by the body. So to derive third equation of motion, to derive third equation, find the distance covered by the body. So the distance is equals to same the area of the trapezium, area of trapezium so that implies S is equals to area of the trapezium. How to find the area of the trapezium? Area of the trapezium is equals to, this is the trapezium, see, half into sum of the parallel side into height. Which are the parallel side? This side is parallel to this. See over there. This is the formula of the area of the trapezium. Half into sum of the parallel side into height. So these two sides are parallel and this is the height. So now write half into sum of the parallel side means now we will consider here AO plus this side is BD into height is your AE. So that is equals to half into AO. AO is how much? U minus 0, that means U plus BD. Which is BD now? Just see, this is AO, this is your BD. So BD means B minus 0. So B minus 0 means V into AE. AE means T. Got it? So that is equals to 1 by 2 into, in place of U plus B we can write here B plus U into, in place of T we can write over there B minus U by T. That is from equation number 1. So V minus U by T. Sorry, V minus U by A. That is from equation number 1. So from, this is from equation 1. So from equation 1 it is coming that in place of T we can write V minus U upon A. So that is equals to now 1 by 2 into B plus U, B minus U, A plus B into A minus B. What is the formula? A square minus B square. So it is the same way it is there. So B plus U into B minus U. That means it will be V square minus U square. So you write down V square minus U square divided by A. So that implies S is equals to 1 by 2A into V square minus U square. that implies 2a take this side, so 2as is equals to what we can get here, v square minus u square. Now bring u square this side. U square is subtracted in the right hand side. When u square will come in the left hand side, it will be added. So therefore now we can write that implies v square is equals to u square plus 2as. So which is your third equation of motion. This is your equation number 3. V square is equals to u square plus 2as. So in this way you derive the 3 equation of motion. This derivation is the graphical method. Another method is there, from the calculus way we can also derive, but in your syllabus the graphical method of derivation of the equation of motion is there. So please practice this. Thank you.